Well, guys, there she goes. She is sold. Show your support. Like and subscribe. Nah, I'm just screwing with you. Just going into the shop. Time for an oil change. What's going on, guys? So it has been a really rough week. Have you ever had one of those weeks where everything started out really good, but then turned out to go really bad? That is exactly how the week was for me. All right, so we just got the doors open here on the truck, about to back into our space. We're going into Bay 5 to do a live unload for JB Hunt, who has given me a lot of headache over the past few days. Give me a second, I'm gonna back in here, and then I'll let you guys know about what's been going on, and we'll talk, I guess, while they're unloading us. See you in a second. While we're backing in and I have you here for a second, we are giving away 2 free PlayStation 4 Pros here at the channel. One at the 25,000 subscriber mark and the other will be at the 50K mark. With 25 coming up, probably within the next few weeks, I definitely want to make sure that you guys are entered to win. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, and as always, like this video and leave a comment down below. And you're not only entered to win just this, you're also entered to win any other prizes that we do here at the channel. And of course, stick around to the end of the video where we will go over the prize information again. And with that said, guys, enjoy the video. All right, so we just got into the space. Now we've got to go back. We have to chalk the wheels because that's what the sign says. So let me just start by saying that this past week, I grossed just over half of what I usually do on a regular week. So it's extremely frustrating because, like, I started out last week on a very good note. I was home for a few days, got to spend some time with the family, came back out on the road, just getting started again. Like, we did Halloween and everything, and it was great. We had a good time. Went trick-or-treating. We did stuff at downtown Delray Beach, down the avenue. There was shops that were giving away candy. We went over to the mall. We went over to the church. Then we walked around sister-in-law's neighborhood. We had a great time with Halloween. Getting back out on the road, though, I left Wednesday morning. I was supposed to leave Tuesday evening. Tuesday would be November 2nd or 3rd. I don't know. I was supposed to leave at night. I ended up leaving in the morning on Wednesday. And first off, guys, anytime I leave my house, I have to do a lot of deadhead. Because I live in South Florida, it is a way of this job. Florida is not an industrial type state. We don't produce anything. We don't manufacture anything. We grow oranges and have coconuts. But I'm not in agriculture. So, being able to get a good load coming out of Florida is very difficult, and a lot of times I have to deadhead. I found a load which was up in Beach Island, South Carolina, which is just near the Augusta, Georgia area. And I figured, okay, cool, whatever, I'll deadhead up that way. I'll pick up the load going into Thursday morning, so everything will be great. Booked the load, got everything set up. My best friend Joey lives in Augusta. He's a realtor over in the area, so if you guys are looking for a home in the Georgia area, he can definitely help you guys out, and I'll put you guys in contact with him. But I figured, cool, this will be a great thing. I'll go up, I'll hang out with Joey, we'll do dinner and hang out, and then I'll pick up my load in the morning, and everything will be great, right? So I get on the road, get on 95. I let the dispatcher know, the load's with JB Hunt, so I let JB Hunt know that I need an empty trailer, because a lot of the shippers, when you're in power only, you need to bring in an empty trailer. If you're taking one out, you have to put one back in. Understandable. So when I'm setting myself up for one of these empty trailers, I like to let them know ahead of time as to where I'm going to be. So like, I'm down in South Florida right now. It's around 8:30 in the morning. I tell them that at 8:30 in the morning, I'm already in Savannah, Georgia, which is about 6 hours away. It's about 5.5, 6 hours away from where I live in South Florida. So I should be there around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock, depending on traffic and if I stop for anything. So I let them know that I'm in Savannah. Get in contact with me, let me know where the trailer is. I'll pick it up a little bit afternoon and we'll go from there. I was like, okay, cool. This is going to work out great. The morning started off great. We had no traffic going up all the way. Got up to Savannah around 1:30. So everything was going great. But as I'm approaching Savannah, I've still got no word from JB Hunt on where I can find an empty trailer. So I start making the phone calls. I get no answer. A lot of the guys are still working from home because of the pandemic and all the other things. So it's tough to get people on the phone. I'm sending email after email. They finally get back to me around 3:30. I've now been sitting over near Savannah for like almost 2 hours. They finally get back to me and say, hey, listen, so we don't have anything in the area. We're sending you over to Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia, directions from Savannah. The directions to Macon from Savannah say 166 miles, and on Google GPS that says 2 hours and 23 minutes. Now, I don't drive 80 miles an hour. My truck doesn't do 80, so that would usually take me around 2 hours 45 minutes, maybe 3 hours to get over to Macon. Now, this isn't even mentioning that my load is in Beach Island, South Carolina. So let me do that for you as well. This here is now 129 miles and 2 hours and 14 minutes, which I could probably do in about 2 hours and 30 minutes. So you're talking about 5 full hours that you're trying to add to my day because you don't have anything for me in the area. So this already was a huge setback because I had already been driving for 5.5, almost 6 hours. So this totally set my entire day back because I knew that by the time I got to Beach Island, South Carolina for my pickup, it was already going to be way too late for me to do, dinner with my friend, meet up, talk, hang out, whatever that is. And then I also wouldn't have time to get in to maybe make my pickup if I was even able to get that far, because you got traffic conditions, weather, there's a lot of things here that could go wrong, so you have to have time. Okay, so we decide to do this. We get on the road, we leave Savannah, we get over to Macon. It's probably around 6:45, 7 o'clock. We do what we got to do over in Macon, and or at least we're trying to. The trailer that I'm trying to pick up is nowhere to be found. So the address they gave me, it's not there. I check every single warehouse on this side of the street, every single warehouse on this side of the street. There are no JB Hunt trailers anywhere in sight. I'm calling them back and forth nonstop. I get no answers. I'm sending email after email after email. I've been doing I think I've probably done like 40 or 50 JB Hunt loads at this point. So I've got a pretty vast email list of who works for JB Hunt. So I tag everybody on an email, blast it out, need an empty trailer, ASAP, Macon, Georgia, give them my load number. Somebody gets back to me in about 10 minutes. They're looking at my load, and where my load is supposed to be picking up in Beach Island, they give me an area that's about an hour and a half north of Beach Island. And when you're looking at where that is from Macon, you're talking another 4-hour drive to go pick that up. So I'm completely frustrated. I'm blown out of my mind at this point because I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna do. I don't have time. I let them know, guys, this isn't gonna pick up until tomorrow, well afternoon. There's nothing I can do here because I know areas over near Savannah where you have trailers. Instead, you sent me to Macon. Then your trailer isn't in Macon. It's a big headache. I'm getting run around. I start making phone calls again, and I finally get this lady on the phone. And I hate to say that I laid into her really, really hard, but I gave her my level of frustration at that point. And she said, give me about 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, there it was, a trailer 2 miles away from me in Macon, Georgia. So I went over, I picked it up, got that trailer. And guys, keep in mind, I haven't even picked up my first load yet. I haven't even started my week. And we're already like 8 minutes into this video. So the headache gets done. I pick up the trailer. So we get over to Beach Island. It's now, I want to say it's around like 11 o'clock at night. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I'm already having a really bad day. I've got like 19 minutes left on my clock. And I already know, because I've been to this place before, that they don't have overnight parking. So I've got to get something figured out. I go inside. I drop off my empty trailer. And as I go over to the shipping office, I've now got like 6 minutes left on my clock. I park the truck, I go into the shipping office, and I ask the guy, hey, listen, so I've got no time left on my clock. Is there something I can do? Is there somewhere local that you know of? And he says, leave your truck right where it is. You'll be just fine for the night. So this was the start of things starting to look up. So I started to feel better. But then came day 2, then came day 3, then came 4. And the frustration just continued to pile on. I left the next morning with this trailer. I'm now heading up to Elizabeth, New Jersey. Took me all day that next day, which was going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Went into Friday. I got into Elizabeth, New Jersey, Friday around probably about 10:15 in the morning. And they, my appointment time, I guess, was set for 3 o'clock, which is cool. That's perfectly fine. But on my list here, I have any time between 8 and 3. Well, the place that they send me to is a live unload, and they only work on shift changes. So you pull in, you back your trailer, well, you pull in, you then get sent to a holding lot. And if you're not in before the shift change, you will not make it into that shift's unloads. So I got in before the 2 o'clock shift change. So by the time 2 o'clock came around, they called me at 3 to go in. I got in. I ended up not leaving there until almost 8 o'clock at night, getting unloaded, getting the paperwork done. I've got a load booked out of Freehold, New Jersey, that's now heading back down to South Florida, going down to Fort Pierce. So I booked myself a go-home load because at this point, guys, I'm already pissed off for the week. I've had a long week, and things just aren't working out. So that evening, I leave Elizabeth, New Jersey. I drive down to Freehold. They're already closed. Okay, cool, whatever, no problem. But they open up at 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. So I go down to Freehold, and what happens at Freehold? I'm gonna give you one guess. This is making all over right here. I go into the shipping office in the morning, speak to them. They pull up the load number, and he says, this load shipped back in September. I have no idea who you got this from. JB Hunt again, will not answer the phone. I've got nothing from anybody. I finally get Julie Yates on the phone. Julie is, oh my God, she's a godsend. I've worked with her multiple times with JB Hunt, and anytime I do loads, either with her or in her group, in her area in the Northeast, things work out perfect. She is amazing, phenomenal. It just helped me out big time. But it took about 2.5 hours to get things figured out. They figured out that the load had already shipped. There were no loads going out. They have absolutely no idea how this load ended up on their board and how I booked it. I don't know. I wish I had an answer here. But she says, okay, cool. I'm going to give you a truck order not used. I said, all right, perfect. I have another load that I'm looking at. You guys got it up for $850. I'm bidding $1150 on it. She says, fine, whatever, take the load. It picked up, I want to say, about an hour and a half away. I can't remember the name of the city, but I picked that up, and now we're down here. It is, it's Monday morning, and I am in Chilhowie, Virginia, and I'm now dropping off that load. So, the past like 6 days, I did a reset yesterday because I was just sitting all day. The past few days have been a huge headache. Oh, Allentown, Pennsylvania, that's where I picked this up at. I was stuck in traffic for hours. That's where I posted my last video. anyways, it's been a really, really, really rough few days. Nothing has gone the way I wanted it to. It's just been really rough, and I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So of course now I'm in Chilhowie. I've been trying to bid on loads and trying to get loads. Things aren't really working out here. I'm trying to get anything within like 150 miles. I'll do 200 miles if I have to. I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'm doing what I can. But anyway, so I know I've been talking a little bit. Let me go ahead and give you guys the numbers for this past week and let you know about why this was such a bad week. At the end of the week here, which is what I'm submitting today, my gross income in total was $3,609, which, like I said, is really bad. It's really painful. You can see the camera moving around a little bit. They're in the back right now, taking stuff out, but this gross is really painful. It hurts my heart. It hurts my head. I haven't had a week under like $6,000 in I think like 3 months, maybe a little bit longer than that. So this is definitely not. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. So my total miles for the week were 2,368. I filled up 353 gallons. So adding that up, it comes out to about 6.7 miles per gallon, which really isn't that bad. But when you start to take out the road expenses, and I'm not even going to get into the business stuff just yet. When you take out the road expenses, my gross amount starts to come down. So again, we're at $3,609. We had $759 in fuel, and then I also spent around $98 in DEF. So I had all of that come out. So let's add that up really quick. Is going to be 759 plus 98 is $857 I had just in my fuel expense. For food for the week, give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna add that up for you. So my full meal expense here was $192 for the week, which isn't that good because I usually eat in the truck. I do have a microwave, I've got the refrigerator, so I usually eat in the truck, but I hadn't had time to go to Walmart to get supplies. I do cereal, oatmeal, stuff like that in the morning, make my own coffee. I kind of had to buy my own stuff at the truck stops, at the gas stations, so it wasn't the best week as far as expenses here either. Total expenses were $1,049, which is okay for a good week, but on a bad week it just didn't work out. So let's go ahead and subtract this. That's $3,609 minus $1,049, and our total here is $2,560 is what we had before actual business expenses here. So my weekly business expenses, those could definitely be a little bit better, but they come out to $917. So as we start beating this number down here, things do get really, really rough. So continuing on here, we have to take out my $500 weekly maintenance fund, my $100 weekly tire fund, and the 10% that I take out for taxes. So at the end of everything, guys, I ended up coming home with $683, which is absolutely nothing. I do still have phone bill. I've got business. I've got other expenses. So I came home with $683, which is impossible for me to live on. So this was my absolute hell week. I'm hoping going into this next week, things are a lot better because I'm losing my mind here. But anyways, guys, that's what I've got for you here. $683 is just like bye. I might as well quit. I might as well just sell everything, give it all away, and you know, not even do this anymore. So I try and laugh at it. I try and have some fun with it, but in the end, it is very frustrating. But that's going to be the end of the video here. Before I let you go, though, let's go ahead. Let me get into the prizes, and, you know, we'll continue on from there. Let's get into the free giveaways, and let me just bring up that in the past, I have given away predominantly trucking industry related prizes here on the channel. But this time around, we're going to go with a PlayStation 4 Pro. Why? Because I have learned that there's a good bit of viewers who aren't specifically in the trucking industry, and I want to be able to give back to everybody here. So if you're in trucking, fantastic. If you're not, that's awesome. I'm glad to have you all here. What I'm doing this time around to say thank you is giving away a free PlayStation 4 Pro, and all you have to do to get involved with this is be subscribed to the channel, like this video, leave a comment down below, and you're automatically entered. And guys, as this is all random, the more videos that you like and comment on, the better your odds are at winning a prize. I'm extremely grateful for the support, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. My name is Jason. I want to thank you guys very much for checking out this video, and I will, as always, see you on the next one. I'll see you guys later. Bye.